Hey guys, I'm RJ and Bricks, and today I'm going to show you my biggest LEGO house MOC ever. But before we dive into this build, I just want to say thanks for hitting 1,800 subscribers. I know it's not really a main milestone, but we're 200 away from 2,000. Super exciting, and if you've ever heard of LEGO, then hit the like button, make it blue, and if you ever played with LEGO, then subscribe. But with that out of the way, let's dive into this gigantic LEGO house MOC. Starting with the exterior, I wanted this to be a vacation home, so it definitely had to have a pool, a patio, fireplace, all those types of things, just to give it all those features that you'd want if you were going on vacation. At the front, there's a front door in a blue-gray color. I'm not exactly sure what that color's called, but I really like that color. I gave it that three-paneled look that you see on a lot of modern homes. On one side, there's this boxy window in tan that will tie the top and the bottom together, and then on the other side, there's a big floor-to-ceiling window, and then I added a white window frame pane to give it that look of maybe like a blind that was down at the bottom, and also because the kitchen kind of blocks the window, so it just looks better that way. There's also a small little bush tree thing at the front with a little planter around it, some cool steps that you see on modern homes with the gaps in between where the grass grows, and then going around the side, there's an old shed. I really wanted to create that look of the old meeting the new, so I didn't want to theoretically destroy this shed. The idea is that this house was built next to the shed. Obviously, I built the shed at the same time I was building the house, but it's supposed to look like it's just, old with new connecting. So I used some dark maroon or just maroon masonry bricks, some windows on their sides using that fancy-ish technique. There's also a different type of landscape around it with more dark greenery, just maybe because it's older. And then going around the back, we have a fire pit using those 1x2 rounded plates just to give it that round and stone look. There's also a s'more on a stick using minifigure hands and some green chairs. I could have built brick-built chairs, but I really like this color for chairs, and I didn't have any other colors, so I just stuck with that. There's a patio, there's a smoker with its little smokestack, and some bushes and shrubs, and then there's a path leading to the pool, which has a ducky floaty and an airplane floaty. That's actually both from minifigure series, and they both work perfectly well in the pool. And then above that, there's a waterfall using this fancy rock technique where you add the 2x2 flat, like curvy, slidey pieces. I have no idea what they're called. I'm just going to show you rather than try and explain them. And then there's a bunch of snot bricks on the back wall that connect all those rocks together. There's a ladder leading up one side, which leads to the top of the water fountain and the diving board. Then finally, around the last side, this side is supposed to look new and freshly landscaped, so there's not much grass yet. There's a cobblestone path, and then there's some plants on the side. Then I added a black line on the facade of this building just to break it up between those big windows and the white, and there's also slight curved walls just to give it a modern look. Moving right along into the inside, in the shed there's a lawnmower, a spilled gas can, another spilled thing which is supposed to be a bag of dirt, not sure how well that worked. There's a ladybug, California license plate because this is supposed to be a California vacation home, some bug spray, a meter for power, and a toolbox. On the inside of the main house, there's a bookshelf kind of breaking up the space between the living room, kitchen, and dining. There's a armchair, a window seat, a side table, a light, as you can see. There's a rug using those new kind of angled corner plate or tiles in tan, and then there's a couch underneath this fancy floating stairway. In the kitchen, I used the same color as the front door. There's an egg in the pan, there's a microwave, lots of drawers, and a sink. And then for the dining room, I just put a table, which is bricks on its side using some snot bricks and some poles, and then some normal chairs. Moving on up to the upstairs, it's a tan building this time. There's lots of windows, they all have black window frames, and I did this because the 5x6 clear panels for windows look not very good if there's no frame around it. It looks really plain. And also because downstairs, as you saw, there's that tan pop-out window with a black frame, and it just ties the whole build together. On the roof, I used a bunch of gray bricks on their side and just laid that in there to create a different looking roof. There's 2 solar panels because this is a green home, you know. On the side, there's some vines growing and also some like palm tree sprout things. Moving on to the inside, there's a master bedroom, a bathroom, and just like a main hallway. I didn't really have room to put in the amount of bedrooms I wanted to, but if this was a real house, it'd just be a different floor plan. But because it's Lego and the walls are so thick and you have to work with studs, it's just 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, and then the common stuff downstairs. In the master bedroom, I used some of those new white corner pieces that are rounded to create the look of the bed. It has a tan headboard, and I just wanted to create a minimalistic and pretty stark look. So there's just 2 bedside tables, this blue-gray color for a dresser again, 1 potted plant, and then some just basic colors, dark gray and white for the bed. And then moving on to the hallway, there's just a bookcase with this kind of modern design that I've seen TD Bricks do. If you haven't heard of TD Bricks, I mean, where are you, living under a rock? But check him out. Really cool design. Put some books on there, a SpongeBob character head. Is that Patrick? Yeah, that must be Patrick. And then in the bathroom, I made a shower using this kind of fancy technique, using grills to hold the panes of the blue window in place, and then that piece is upside down, held into the wall. And then there's a sink, a toilet, and some toilet paper. But that's everything for this MOC. If you haven't subscribed already, please make sure you do so you don't miss out on my newest videos, and I'll see you later.